Something I see people talk about a lot is, other countries put tariffs on us, so it's unfair. And, we need to fight back with tariffs and we need to make new deals. Why is that, in your opinion, right or wrong?
So there's a kernel of truth there. There are things other countries do that discriminate against US exports, whether it's ag exports or otherwise. But we have to zoom out from that. If you look at a big picture of the barriers that US exports face versus the barriers that we put up on our imports, there's not a huge glaring gap. You can find certain products where there are differences, and even on the US side, you can find products that we tariff higher than our trading partners do. But for the most part, trade barriers tend to be pretty low. What we've seen in the past, 7 decades is the way that you reduce trade barriers is by cooperating with other nations. For instance, in Trump's first term, he had the chance to join the TPP, which would have eliminated tariffs on the vast majority of our trade with a bunch of nations. But instead, he pulled out of that and started a trade war. And then ultimately, let's remember who pays a tariff that the US imposes. If we put up a bunch of trade barriers, that's going to harm workers and businesses in the US who foot most of that bill. It hurts our trading partners too because they don't get to sell as much to us. But ultimately, it's like shooting ourselves in the foot because someone else is shooting themselves in the foot. It's not a good strategy.